This is my application for the Creative and Innovative Instruction Fellowship. My name is Shelley Faust, and I teach government and economics at Southwood High School. I have been working towards flipping my classroom for the last few years, which is where the students do the direct instruction outside of class. I create videos, upload them to YouTube, and then post them on my webpage. They watch the videos at home, and then we are able to do all the activities in class. Some of the things that I'm still finding is I'm not, even with the flipped, um, I'm not able to get to all the things that I want to get to. We still have cancellations, which is actually, I'm at school right now on a snow day doing this. We have students that are absent. I'm not here. There's interruptions throughout the day. So even flipping the classroom, I have not been able to get to some of the things that I would like to get to. I took a certification in flipped, and one of the things that I was really intrigued by was this idea of flip mastery, allowing the students to work at their own pace. And for me, that's a big deal because I tend to really like to control things. At the end of last semester, the very last lesson that I did in government, I thought, let's see how this works out. And what I saw was giving them all of the resources, giving them the lectures and the handouts and everything, and allowing them the opportunity to figure it out for themselves. Students that had not mastered things with me teaching were actually able to do much better on their tests. And so I had some concerns about that, and I thought, okay, what's up? Maybe they're cheating. I hate to go, they're first off, but I'm thinking something is not right. So then I actually gave them the same retest when they were unaware that it was coming. And I got the same exact results. The kids actually were able to tell me the information that I wanted to know. So I have thrown myself in full on this flip mastery right now. And so this is my web page. And all flip mastery means is I am going to give the students absolutely everything. All of my lectures and additional videos that I have found on things I've placed on here. I have scanned all my worksheets if I didn't have them on the computer to where I could give them to them. So everything that my students need to take economics is on my web page. And so this first page has the rules and the grading syllabus. I've never done a syllabus before, but I thought it was important that I give the students some sort of guide. Some students are going to be able to do this on their own. Other students are going to need a little more structure. And so that's my way of saying this is where you should be. This is where you should be in order to get this done. I went, instead of taking time in class, I went ahead and made a video that explained the rules, the grading rubric, and the syllabus. I put all my stuff in the share drive, so the internet is not a problem. Some of the kids don't know how to get to the share drive, so I actually made a video how to get to the share drive and posted that on there. So that's just the introduction, and I'll show you my first unit. I'm always at the beginning of the unit going to give an essential question in an introductory video that I have created on that particular unit. And then I've broken them down. So I have the standards here. I have created I can statements for each one of those standards. So I can identify incentives. And then this is what's on the web page. These are the resources. So I'm giving them a checklist of all the things that they need to do. And then I'm also giving them a couple of example questions that they're going to see on the test. So that's for that. So these are the resources that I have questions for on the resource questions. I hope that didn't sound too redundant, but for each one of the resources, either there's going to be a handout that goes with it, or I'm going to create questions so that they know what to look for as they're going through each one of those. So here's the link to the resource questions over all of these, and then I have put additional videos here that go along with that. Voluntary exchanges, next one. here's your standards, here's the introduction to just this page. So I'm giving instruction. I'm telling them you need to print off your ICANN statements, you need to print off your resource questions, and then I go through and tell them what they should find here. Here's a handout that is in addition to the video that I want the kids to work through that's going to help them. One of the other things, and I need to go back and actually show you on one of the grading rubric, but I am putting, let me see where I put that. Some of the things are a little bit harder, and I don't think that it's necessary to get an A to do that, but if you want to get an A+ in my class, there are certain things, so I'm adding that link or that component to some of these. Not every single page is going to have one of these, but if it's something that I think that a high school student can do, if you're more of an advanced student, I am going to put it on there. Here's a video explanation. He does a great job. And so if you want the 4+, you're going to be able to understand and do the math component. Then I'm giving them 3 worksheets that they're going to use to go along with him. One more thing I want to show you, production possibility curves. I have actually gone through with a document camera that videos, and for some of the harder handouts, this practice worksheet, I put a video and I work through it with them. So like I said, this gives them everything, and if I can make a video for it, I'm going to make a video for it, and they have me 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter that I'm not here today. The kids all knew. I told them yesterday, I said, print off what you need to print off. We may or may not have school tomorrow, but you need to continue to work on. So this takes care of, like I said, when I'm gone, when they're gone, snow days. It takes care of e-learning days. These kids have the whole entire curriculum. They can work at it their own pace. I actually have some students who are pushing me because I will be quite honest, I am not completely done with all of these units, and these are all the units that I am going to have eventually prepared for all the kids. So some of them are pushing me because they want to get through this. And that's the other thing that's interesting about this, and I don't know, debated with myself, is it okay for them to get finished early? And the answer to that I finally came up with after reading and studying is yes, it's absolutely okay. You know, if these kids have mastered these standards, then it is absolutely okay for them to be done in the time that it takes for them. Now, some students are going to be done early. They are academically motivated, extremely intelligent, and some of them are going to take a little bit longer. And that's not necessarily for any other reason that some of these kids are working 40-hour jobs, and some of these kids just need a little more help. So this also allows me during the class time to sit down with students, work with them one-on-one as opposed to standing in front of the class while the advanced kids are bored. The kids who are a little bit behind are afraid to ask questions, and so this has just really taken care of a lot of the issues that I face as a teacher, and I've taught for 21 years, so I've seen a lot of things. I'm real excited about this. I'm seeing positive responses from my students for the most part, and so I'm just anxious to see how this first time that I'm actually completely turning this over to what is called Flip Mastery. So I hope this explained, and if you have any questions, please let me know.